Welcome back to the Open World RPG in Dreams series. In this devlog, I create the actual enchantment items, as well as continue work on the enchantment scene. So I need a placeholder skull for the sharp enchantment and the sturdy enchantment. Okay, I don't care what this looks like, it's just, it needs to be something. But this is going to be the enchantment. This is where the enchantment is stored. Okay, so we have this thing. Beautiful, I know. And now for sharp. Okay, so these are the two placeholder items. And I also have decided that there is not going to be an empty enchantment container, because it would just clutter the inventory too much. First jump scare. Oh yeah,
Tropical waters. I would not pay to make. Oh, fuck.
And it's VR too. I cannot imagine playing that in VR. So this is the sturdy enchantment description. Just the description of what the enchantment does, I guess. Although, I mean, again, this is super uninspiring. It's very just lame. I will work on this, but for now, we're just going to do that. Let's get our brand new items. So the ID was 20. The amount, let's do one of them. And it is stackable. So are we spawning in our item? Hey, we spawned in our item. So we just added this item. Let's pick it up and see if it actually worked. So, oh wow. Armor, enchantment, sturdy. That's messed up. There's nothing here, so I can actually extend the title now. What I really want to do is like extend it, but I can't extend all of them at the same time. That's super annoying. I wish there were string variables. I think that's the right size. I don't know. Let's find out. I need to match the text displayer's size to this object. That's too big. It's close. That's actually perfect. Cool. We now have the correct sized object. We're gonna now manually match the text displayers to it, one by one. Okay. Yeah, notice how it all fits now, which is nice. There you go. Armor, enchantment, sturdy. And you'll see that there are the enchantments here at the bottom. That's where we decided to put them. So the first enchantment and the second enchantment. So the idea is that you go into the Enchantment Station, you put that enchantment item into the slot, and then you just enchant it. So this is what we have so far. You'll be able to scroll over to here. And then I'm just thinking I have a contextual button here. It'll say disenchant if there's an item here and nothing here. It'll say enchant if there's an item here and an enchantment here. There are our two items. Weapon enchantment sharp, armor enchantment sturdy. So what should go in this inventory spot, which it's not an inventory spot, but there should be no loading. Okay, so this chip knows what the enchantment is. That's important. Well, actually, no, that's only important for this one. We just need to know what the ID is, I think. The enchantment item, how do I tell this system what the enchantment ID of that enchantment item is? I could save it in one of these, but the item stat type, I could make it, I could make a new item stat type and then make and then make one of these the enchantment ID. Now I'm worried about the actual enchantment item. I think it needs to be its own item type. Item stat type. Melee, range, sorcery, head, armor, ammo, runes, consumables. I think I need another one called enchantments. And that's just the enchantment ID. So item stat type of 8 is an enchantable item. Item stat type is 8. And this one right here, the enchantment ID. Hopefully it fits. I don't think it will. Oh, wow, it actually does. Funny enough, this one is 8, and it's also 1. So 1 is for armor, and 1 is for weapons. And even though they share the same enchantment ID, they're different. We don't need this at all, but what we do need is item stat data. Okay, we can still get equipment stats. Yeah, and that should be what we need. So we can get the equipment stats, and we can get those regardless of whether it's hovered or not. And then with the equipment stats, we can get this value, which is what we want. Item equipment stats, and we want B, which would be this one. And that is the enchantment ID of whatever item is in here. Oh, crap. And then we're going to have to... So if we're disenchanting, we need to take the enchantment ID and generate the correct item. That's going to be annoying. But for now, this is fine. I guess we just transmit this and call it slot 1 enchantment ID. It's not the items enchantment ID, it's the stations. Maybe call this Ench Station slot 1 enchantment ID. Sure. Okay. Oh, inventory item equipment stats. Inventory item. Oh, I already had that. And now we want to change this to slot 2. Okay, so this one, we don't want any saving or loading. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, hopefully this gets the point across that you can put your armor or weapon in this slot. Oh, ooh, how are we going to do this? So this is weird because this needs to allow anything that's enchantable. And then this one needs to be 8. So this is easy because it's only the enchantable things. That just needs to be 8. So actually, this will just work. We'll figure that out later. Let's hook up the inventory. So if you move right, we go here. You go right, you go here. You right, you go here. And you go here. And then you go left, you go probably here. You go right, you go here, or you go here. Probably here. And you go up, here. Down can go. Oh man. I mean, it would be easier if we just lined them all up. I'm not sure if I like that. I mean, we could do this. Ooh, well now we could do this. Now we're thinking. Oh, I like this. Oh, why don't we do this? Okay. Now we're thinking. All right, I like this. Right there, go left, you go there. You go left, there. Up goes there, down goes there, up there. Right, left, yeah. Oh. Right, left you go, probably. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. You like the icon symbol? Nice. Thanks. Yeah, I did not draw them. They're by paint though. They're using strokes. Ghost Fruit 64 did a really good job with them. You know what? We probably should just do all the icons just to make it like absolutely clear what you can put in this. Could we do that in a nicer way? That should get the point across that you can put the main hand, offhand, or the armor in here. I would like probably the name of the enchantments here and here. Yeah. And then the button here and here. Okay. There's one more thing I want. Here, I want this. I want this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is wrong. Equipment type is wrong. Because I bet you this one is also equipment type 8. Yeah, that's not right. That's not what we want. We don't want equipment type. Shoot. How do we make it so you can only put enchantable things there? It's the item stat type. But how do we prevent that? Maybe I just make a larger number here. That would make things way easier. You know what? I don't see a reason not to. So let's just increase this to 9. Let's go into the hacking plan, equipment spot types, and let's just add one. Like, I don't see a reason why not to. I truly do not see an issue with that. Future Acer here. This was actually a very good solution. Before, this number represented whether or not an item can go into a certain equipment spot. It now becomes the type an item is. Just because an enchantment item can't be equipped doesn't mean it isn't its own type. Now we have to go back into here and make the equipment spot type 9. So now 0.9 or 9 is for enchantable items. Oh, shit. Yeah, see, that's why we tested it. Wait a second. Wait a second. It's not 8. It's supposed to be 9. I know what's wrong. Oh, that is tragic. So it did mess up. New item equip. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. So it's 9, but it went to 8 because it couldn't get higher. Oh, shit. I mean, that's fine. All we do is this. And that fixes it. Watch. 100% sure that fixes it. See? No, wait. Oh, but I can't actually put it there. So now the highlighting is messed up as well. The highlighting is different logic. Is it this? Yep. So same fix though. Same fix. You'll subscribe when my game comes out. All right. I'm down with that. There we go. And with this 9th spot, we actually do want a keyframe here. So highlight appropriate equipment spot. Yep. So there are our enchantment items. And currently we're just testing. Well, all right. Oh, you should not be able to drop stuff. Oh, that is messed up. That is, that's not good. Let's just pick up these. I am very curious as to why that happened. Okay, at least that works. That's cool. Yeah, you can't put it here, but you can put it here or here. And yes, it is the item combined. Oh, and then apparently it has enchantment. Okay, that is really messed up. I just have one item now. There. Okay, that's definitely messed up. Oh, I see. Okay, it has a value of 100 and a strength. So this isn't actually strength. This is the enchantment ID, but I don't want that. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. And we have to change this in multiple places. So let's actually just go back to the character. It's here. In stat display. Here, right here. So it's the selector issue again. We have to go to 9. Although, honestly, 9 should be it should just be a generic item, right? But because it's an equipment spot 9, then it's trying to do I, but it does H instead, which makes it think it's a consumable, which makes sense. That does make sense. So if we pick this up, there you go. So this is what we expected. Value 100. Okay, but it still shouldn't display the enchantment stuff. Why is it displaying the enchantment stuff? Oh, enchantment display. And that's displaying if E. What is E? This item shouldn't have enchantments at all. It should delete itself. Why isn't it deleting itself? It deletes its... Ah, okay. Man, this is everywhere, isn't it? That should destroy it as well. There you go. All right. Yeah, but once we get this system done, the items are like finished. There's nothing else with the items. Well, I mean, I'm sure there is. Can we set up a test? I want to spawn in one of the sharp enchantments. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Hey, look at that. And then you get this down here. Very nice. Very nice. So you can't put it anywhere except here or here. Perfect. Okay, let's save and let's address the issue where when we entered all the items stacked on top of each other. That was weird. Look at that. It spawns incorrectly and then they just all teleport here. Is this because we're not in the loading state or something? Do we have our state machine still? That might be why. Yeah, look at that. We're never in state default. Oh, that's actually a pretty big issue. Okay, we shouldn't have deleted our state machine, but the state machine is extremely simple in this one. It's literally just two things. So we have state loading, and we're setting that. And then we have state default. Oh, you know what? Honestly, this should only save once we leave. That still doesn't explain why these are immediately teleporting. Oh, I remember now. It's been a while since I looked in this. Yeah, it's this, isn't it? It has to be this. Yeah, here it is. Spot new item position. That's the issue. The thing is, this shouldn't be on. This shouldn't be on, but we're not. Wait, what state? I'm so confused. My question is, why doesn't that happen normally when I'm loading in? Oh, I think I know why. Yeah, this, look, state loading. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I understand now. I fully understand now. State loading. Oh, I don't even have the variables. Okay. I bet it'll work now, actually. Yeah, look at that. It works now. Okay, when there are no more loading tags, permanently going to be... Yeah, that makes sense. After 0.1 seconds. Okay. Bam. We got it. We got it. There we go. I'm glad we figured that out. Ooh, you know what? These shouldn't be stackable, should they? These shouldn't be stackable because, oh, what was I thinking? Yeah, those should not be stackable at all. That just causes so many issues. All right, the enchantment should not be stackable. 0 stack size. 0 stack size. How do we make it so that we can put 5 different types of equipment in that singular slot? How do we make it so that this slot can accept all these different items? But yeah, how do we do this? We're gonna have to add another check, I think. Because like with this, it's, yeah, look, equipment type. I could make it a fat wire. So what equipment types can go in here? Yeah, that's super easy. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Spot equipment type. Spot equipment type. We need to do something with this logic. We're getting, yep, the grabbed item info, that's fine. This, if it's equal to 0. Sure, if the spot equipment type's equal to 0, then you can put it anywhere. Yeah, then it doesn't matter what item you have, you can drop it. But if the equipment type is equal to this, so we're going to do something interesting, but I mean, there's no way around it. So let's hover over this, and it's going to become a fat wire. Yeah. We need to do this. We literally need to check if it's not this anymore. It would be this. And we just need to keep checking all of them. If any of them are equal, then you're allowed to place it. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, this logic is just to allow multiple different types of equipment to be placed in this one thing. It's basically anything that's enchantable. Maybe we could have done that instead. I just need grabbed item info. Okay, that was easy. So the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is whether or not it's enchantable. So if it's enchantable, and we are hovering the enchantable only slot, then we can place it. Okay, this should work. Okay. And like this should work. Good. Does this work? No, it doesn't. Perfect. All right, we got it. That was actually pretty easy. So like we've placed our sword here, right? I kind of want to display the enchantment here and here. So obviously there's no enchantment and no enchantment. I just want to display this here as well. How are they displaying these names? How am I displaying those names? Isn't it this? Yeah, enchantment display. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is just every enchantment name. Okay, all right. Oh God. That's super annoying, isn't it? See, this is why I think we should have omitted the names. If I add a new one, I'm gonna have to move it. Future Acerd here. So what did I mean by if I add a new one, I'm gonna have to move it? Well, the plan was to copy and paste the ship with all the enchantment names twice for each enchantment. And my fear is if I added a new enchantment by updating the character, that update will cause the two copy and pasted ships to literally move, ruining the display. Let's grab this and this. That's easy. I just don't think this is gonna work. I mean, I hope it does, but it all depends on how it updates. So instead of hovered item info, what we want is just whatever items in here. Here is hovered item info. We want this without needing to hover. So I want inventory, just item info. And it'll just transmit this. So this is hovered item info, and this is item info. Now this needs to get whatever items in here. All right, where are we gonna put these? I don't think this is gonna work. Let's just put them there for now. Okay, so let's give the second enchantment slot of the sword sharp. See, sharp. And then that sharp should appear at the bottom. Yep, sharp. The issue is what happens when I add a new enchantment. Will it move? I don't know. All right, we're gonna add a test enchantment. And I mean, I don't think it'll work. We don't have to do it here. We don't have to do it here. But if it does, that would be really hype. Let's see if it updates properly.
Little baby boy.
So this one will update properly, right? If we, and what do I mean by that? If we go into here and then we hover the test, see how it's in the right place? Now, what happens when we go into here and hover the test? Yeah, it's down there. So we're gonna have to basically omit the words. No, that's not a child.
It's my baby. Oh, so sweet baby.
Check it out. So this is the enchantment interface. This is an enchantment item. I know it's beautiful. So you put it here or here, but let's enchant the sword.
Soon the cats will outweigh Acer.
I mean, at this rate. So the sword goes here, and then the enchantment goes here. And then after you do both of these things, a button will appear here that says enchant. And then you can go to it and then enchant. Get me out of here. Frick!
I feel like it makes more sense if it's like a tree.
It's not trees! They're logs! They're pieces of log! It's not possessing a tree. Does that look like a tree?
No, but...
No! So stop!
No, let me explain.
Oh my god,
It would make more sense if it was a tree.
It's not a tree!
Well, why would it just be a random pile of logs? Like, at least a tree makes sense, because, like, maybe, like, the main character is, like, cutting down
Have you
trees.
seen the death animation?
Maybe the main
Look,
character
it's
is,
just
like...
a pile of logs, Natalie. It's just a pile of logs.
Ugh.
It's just a pile of logs, okay? Okay, let's just see if our inventory properly, like, converts into this place. Good. No enchantment, no enchantment. Sharp, sharp. Okay. Now if we go back out... Are you fucking kidding me? What is happening? From loading. Oh no. Okay, let's do 0.1 seconds. Does that fix it? Oh my god, that fixed it! Oh no! Okay, that fixed it, that fixed it. I don't know why we weren't encountering that issue normally, but I'm glad we were able to fix it. Okay, so let's fix it not in the scene now. So we weren't giving the zone enough time to realize we were still loading, if that made sense. But setting it to 0.1 fixes it, so that's good. We have our 2 enchantments, we have our sword, We have our sword. We're gonna go into the enchantment table. Okay, our inventory properly respawned. We're going to leave the enchantment table. Our inventory properly respawned. Okay, we're good.